My dear students, I am Dr. Tessie Joseph Kalarakal, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph Training College, Manana. Today, we are going to discuss the concept management. This is the first topic of the fifth module, School Administration and Management of EDU 201. Management is a very popular and widely used term. Now tell me, what is management? Some of you may say that management involves all those people who are concerned with managing an organization. For some others, management involves the control and organization of something. Again, management is the decision making at various levels of organization for getting things done by others. For some others, management is a profession of being in charge of a company, organization, department, etc. Experts have defined the term management in diverse ways. For example, Taylor, who is regarded as father of scientific management, defined the art of management as knowing exactly what you want men to do and then seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. According to Henry Fayol, who is regarded as the father of management, to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and to control. Nowadays, management is defined as the pursuit of organizational goals efficiently and effectively by integrating the work of people through planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the organization's resources. This is one of the recent definitions given by Kinke and Williams in 2018. We have analyzed various definitions here. From these, it is evident that the term management can be interpreted in several ways. First of all, management can be considered as an activity, that is, it is an art of getting things done through efforts of other people. Secondly, it can be considered as a process because it comprises a series of interrelated functions which lead to achievement of goals and objectives. Again, it can also be considered as an academic discipline, that is, management has emerged as a specialized branch of knowledge, and we know that there are many management institutes imparting education in various fields of management. See, these are the characteristics or features of management. First of all, management is a goal-oriented process that we all know. That is, managerial success is measured by the extent to which the objectives are achieved. Thus, management is purposeful. Second one, pervasive nature. Management is an essential element of every organized activity, irrespective of the size or type of organization. Next one, universal nature. That is, the principles and techniques of management have universal application. Fourth one, it is multidimensional in nature. It is multidimensional as it involves there is management of work, management of people, and management of operations, and so on. So it is multidimensional in nature. Next one, continuous process. Management is a continuous process. That means management functions are continuous and never ending. Group activity. That is, the management functions cannot be performed in isolation. Each individual performs his or her role according to his or her status and department, and then only management function can be executed. Next one, dynamic function. Management is a dynamic function because it has to adopt the changes according to the need of the environment. And last one, intangible nature of management. That is, management cannot be seen, but its presence can be felt. For example, indicators of good management can be felt by seeing proper coordination in the working environment or happy and satisfied nature of employees. These are the characteristics or features of management. Management seeks to achieve certain objectives which are the desired result of any activity. Objectives can be classified into organizational objectives, social objectives, and personal or individual objectives. Organizational objectives means management is responsible for setting and achieving objectives for the organization as a whole, such as survival, profit, and growth, etc. Second type, social objectives. This involves the creation of benefit for the society. Personal objectives that we know, that is, management has to reconcile personal goals with the organizational objectives for harmony in the organization. Management is considered as a continuing activity made up of 5 basic management functions, which are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. See, first one is planning. Planning includes identifying goals, objectives, methods, resources needed to carry out methods, responsibilities, and dates for completion of tasks. It is the most basic function of management. It is deciding in advance what to do and how to do, when to do, and by whom it is to be done. It bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go. All the other functions of management like organizing, staffing, directing, controlling are dependent on planning. The second function is organizing. Organizing is the process of bringing together physical, financial, and human resources and developing productive relationship among them for achievement of organizational goals. Organizing involves division of work among people whose efforts must be coordinated to achieve specific objectives and to implement predetermined strategies. It is the backbone of management. See, the third function of management is staffing. The main purpose of staffing is to put right person on right job. That is, square pegs in square holes and round pegs in round holes. It is the formal process of ensuring that the organization has qualified workers available at all levels to meet its short and long term objectives. And fourth function is directing. Directing involves guiding the pupil in various tasks and activities in the organization. It comprises two important aspects, that is, motivation and leadership. Motivation involves providing the right encouraging environment for the personnel to work towards the goals and objectives of the organization. Leadership, on the other hand, implies effectively getting the work done by appropriately praising and providing criticism. So, fifth function is controlling. Controlling involves setting standards for tasks and measuring the actual performance against set standards. It ensures that there is minimum diversion from the set targets. In addition, it involves taking appropriate corrective measures in case of any deviation from the standards. Now we can see the role of coordination in the process of management. Coordination refers to the process through which the various functions of management are synchronized towards the common goals and objectives of the organization. It is said to be the essence of management. It acts as a binding force in the organization in the sense that it unifies the efforts of various individuals in the organization towards the achievement of goals and objectives of the organization. In short, all managers have to do planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling in their management process. That is, planning means deciding in advance what to do, when to do and how to do. Organizing means bringing together resources and activities to achieve objectives. Through staffing, placing the right person on right job, directing each person's activities towards the achievement of objectives, and finally controlling, that is measurement and correction of activities of subordinates. These are the various roles a manager has to play during the process of management. Hence, management includes establishing vision and goals, communicating the vision and goals, and guiding others to accomplish them. Based on the new knowledge that we have acquired through the present discussion, now we can define management once again. Management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling to determine and accomplish stated objectives by the use of human beings and other resources. We have discussed the concept management thoroughly. Now we are moving to school management. That is our topic. We know that the school is an organization of complex activities, right? A lot of activities are going on in a school which are carried out and are coordinated by different persons. So, many persons are involved in it. Thus, management is necessary in school also in order to coordinate the various activities. Management in school involves working with and through teachers, non-teaching staff and students to get things done effectively. School management means the act of organizing all available physical and human resources in an organized manner to attain the objectives of education. Hence, the school management process also includes planning, organizing, motivating, controlling, and monitoring functions, just like that we discussed earlier. The important objectives of school management are to organize the school for democratic living, to plan for all-round development of students, and to develop a pervasive atmosphere. In school management, the primary objective is the improvement of teaching learning process. The functions of management in school are mainly performed by the heads of schools, that is, head teacher or principal. In school management, the primary objective is the improvement of teaching learning process. The functions of management in school are mainly performed by the heads of schools, that is, head teacher or principal. So, the next topic that we are going to see is role and functions of the head of the institution. Okay, thank you.